Hello, everybody, and welcome to another thoughts and opinions on another game that I have played in the past maybe 2 weeks. The game you are seeing in the background is called Grim Dawn. I don't know when it came out. I gotta look again, but I'm not gonna do it. The game's been out for a while. I can tell you that because when I picked up the game on a sale, it was around $5. Now, did I keep this game? Nah, I got kind of bored. I'm not really into this type of genre because the game is technically a Diablo type lookalike. I was not really interested. I'm not really interested in Diablo games, but then again, I do like to try them out here and there. So here I am reviewing a game, or at least giving my opinions. So keep in mind, Diablo type games are not my cup of tea. So I'm not a big fan, so I don't really have an opinion. But I did have fun with this. I do have fun with Diablo esque type games. I'm just not all into them. The story doesn't feel that bad. I can tell you that. I did get a bit I did get a bit through the story. Story's okay. I'm not going to spoil anything. Um, but yeah, basically, I like some of the cutscenes. There are cutscenes in this game. Cool. I like it. Um, so let me tell you what I mainly played as. So I mainly played with melee weapons. I think I did use a pistol, but I didn't really get into that very much. I mainly just stuck with melee weapons and combat because that's typically my style of gameplay. Um, Snipers and stuff like that are just not my thing in these type of, you know, um, 2D looking or not 2D. What's what's it called when you like look down at your whatever. I don't know the genre name. I'm sorry. I'm not into it today. I'm a little out of touch right now. But let's continue with the video so far with what I've seen. The game tends to have a level base as like all games, but it's not as confusing, but not really. It's really simple. Problem is it's hard to level, in my opinion, because AI and monsters don't really respond, which I wish was a thing in many of these Diablo type games. Some Diablo type games don't have them respawn or whatever. But yeah, even if they respond, it would have been great. Not, I don't really care. Um, it would have made leveling really easy. Creatures all have different level types as the game progressed. There's their level 1 areas, there's the level 2 area, there's level 3s, and then there's the level 4 area. It progresses as you go through districts and areas. You can create portals to go to a safe zone area anywhere, basically, because that's your power. You can teleport there. You can do some shopping, sell some items. There are some weapons in the store that are pretty expensive that you can really get into. Which I think there's a lot of rifles and stuff like that, muskets basically, and you can and other weapons and armor that are pretty good for damage and stuff like that and protection. Um, I think there is magic in this. I didn't get that far, keep in mind, into the levels and stuff like that. I didn't really play with magic, and when I do play these games, I don't touch on magic at all. In Diablo, I keep in mind in these Diablo-esque games, um, I just stick with one thing, and that is melee. And this isn't the only game I've played similar to Diablo. There's another game I've played, but I haven't made the video yet. It's been just sitting on my main desktop for a very long time. I gotta get to it. I was writing a script for it. This one I was gonna write a script for. I didn't take notes at the time, but I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you more. I'm just looking from the gameplay. I watched this whole thing. It's about an hour and 50 minutes long. That's how long I played it. So yeah, looking through the whole gameplay, I basically talked about some of the things I like. Finding loot, looking for like treasure and loot is abundant. You can easily find it. Money isn't too hard to get from my experience. There are some bosses and that are pretty tough, which is good. And some enemies are really easy. You just knock down enemy. There are corpses you can touch and you get loot from. Some of the some of the enemies you can kill real easily and you can grab their loot. Um, which is perfect. I like this game on how its progression feels. I can tell you one thing. The progression always feels um really well. Like everything I get is kind of like better than the next most of the time. Granted, there are some items that are pathetic and you don't want to use, uh, but for the most part, there is a general sense and feeling of progression, and I like that as you continue. Health always goes up if you change your armor. I think you can also get the health to go up as you do your levels. There's three. I think there's three levels. I forgot what they're called. Sorry, but one is strength, one is physical, like mind, psyche, stuff like that, and the other one is, um, I think it's just I, I forgot what it's called, but I think it has something to do with skill. Uh, Forgive me. I don't know, but yeah. So, do I recommend this game to those who love Diablo and stuff like that? Yeah, I do recommend it. It's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time with it. Would I keep it? Well, no. I'm not into these Diablo type games. I can tell you that much. But yeah, I would recommend it if you are a Diablo player or someone who likes Diablo to at least give this game a chance or give it a try. I think you might like it, and that's it. Now, are there things I would like to change? Yeah, I wish enemies could just respawn in random locations so that it feels like you can always have a strength of, a sense of leveling, even if they're low tier creatures that get just one tapped in like a second, which would be great because progression kind of needs to continue to happen in this game. You can customize your character, female guy, typical Diablo S game, stuff like that. I don't know if there's much magic. Level base always feels pretty easy in this game. Like I understand it. It's pretty simple. So yeah, that is all. Do I recommend it? Yes. But would I recommend at the price of what it is right now? Right now it's like I think it's 25. I wouldn't buy it like that. I would wait for a sale because I bought it on 24. I bought it for $5, and there's also DLC too. So yeah, I would recommend it if you are waiting. Just wait for a sale and then pick it up, and then pick up the DLC if you really are interested or you really want to play this type of game, or you want to at least try another type of Diablo. That's when I recommend. Like and subscribe as usual, guys. I'm the Hutchie, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See ya.